Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. This is Joe Justice. I am here with Valeria. Valeria, tell me, what's your hustle?
Hi. Well, I have several hustles right now. One is losing weight between eating well and doing the right amount of exercise, and my job, finding use cases to implement AI for healthcare.
Okay, well, first off, you look amazing, so you're doing something right, okay? Second off, tell me a little bit about, now you're doing machine learning for AI. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, right now, my most recent work was trying to find predictive algorithms to implement it in the ER for hospitals, but it's difficult to find the right use case and people accepting new technology.
Talk to me a little bit about that. What's involved in, talk to me a little bit about the social aspect, because you talked about accepting new technologies. When it comes to healthcare and making those types of decisions, there's a little bit more than technological solutions. There's a little bit of psychology there, right? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes, that's right. So, for example, before introducing a new product, we have to do market research, right? And between talking with the ER nurses, some of them weren't very acceptable of new technology. They were actually angry at it. They say that AI would not be able to look at a person and identify what's wrong with it in the ER in a short amount of time. AI won't be able to touch to see where it hurts and to talk with the people and see their emotion in their eyes, the type of tone in their voice. So they were very repellent about the idea, but there were, of course, other nurses that said that AI is the future and we have to adapt to it.
Right. So, and that's a great point, because I think that a lot of people have the misapprehension that AI is going to take their job, but really it's really going to enhance their job, don't you think?
I feel so too. So I was talking to them and telling them, just to not scare them, that AI is going to be a tool for them. It's not going to be a substitution, because we are not there yet. We don't have... AI needs to learn from a lot of data, and hospitals don't share the data. So we are far away from that right now. But yeah, it's going to be a tool for them to help them predict the emergency severity index, how bad the person is and how urgent they need to be treated.
So talk to me a little bit about how you got into this field and how you got into this line of work.
How I got into this field? Okay, I did my bachelor's in marketing, then I did my master's in data and information science. And while I was doing my master's in data science, I was working for the College of Science where I used to study. And I got involved with a lot of professors that were doing machine learning and data science towards the DNA. They were trying to find why COVID affected Hispanics more. So I got into healthcare, I guess, from my studies. Yeah.
Right. So you went where the market needed you most and saw those opportunities and went after those opportunities. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So, but you got into machine learning. Now, for anybody to kind of simplify things, what does machine learning have to do with AI?
Machine learning, it's just a part of AI. So imagine this is AI, this is machine learning, and this is neural networks. So neural networks works as our brain. So it has to learn from millions of things. And
for anybody listening, she's going from big circles to smaller circles. So kind of the neural networks are in the middle. Yes. Then that builds out into machine learning. And then that builds out into AI. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So machine learning finds algorithms to work with the data and efficiently create a better outcome, like a more accurate outcome. Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at kind of a statistical probability that's being weighted through the neural networks, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's correct. Oh, you know.
I know a few things.
Yeah.
So, but that's exciting stuff. So, and now these things are this technology. A lot of people, they think of AI, they think of ChatGPT. or they think of maybe some of the image creation tools that are out there. There's a handful of them out there, but it's actually this technology is being applied to many different fields. Healthcare is one of them, right?
Well, I cannot speak from all the healthcare, but where I'm working right now, generative AI is not in healthcare, because generative AI it has to learn from a bunch of data right now, and right now with the project with West Virginia, that's where I'm involved. We don't use generative AI.
Okay, so people understand when I mention Chat GPT and the image, that's called generative AI, and that's AI that actually creates things.
Exactly.
The type of AI, what's the type of AI that you're working in healthcare? What's it called?
Predictive.
Predictive AI. Okay, and that's where it takes on patterns from the past. So if somebody comes in, a really good example might be, and you tell me if this is a good example, might be like a mole. Certain types of moles that might be cancerous have certain patterns to them. If you show a computer 1 billion different moles through an artificial neural network, it can begin to identify new moles as being cancerous or not, right?
Yes, that's correct. And especially with the patient history as well. If they have in their DNA something that can AI can grab to predict that if that person is going to have it in the future as well, that could count too.
And I can see those types of things would definitely save doctors and nurses lots of time being able to just basically solve it instantaneously, right?
Yes.
And not only that, but I think the other big thing, machines can do it on thousands of people all at once instead of one at a time, like a human would, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's very fast, very efficient.
Right. Well, great. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We've had a little bit of a class here on AI. That's been great. Thank you so much. We're here at the Business After Hours. I pulled you off to the side and we're having a great conversation. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This was exciting.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. And remember, this is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.